All right, the next formula we're going to take a look at is the if formula. And to do that, we're going to stick with our blood pressure data set here, and we're going to basically take a continuous variable, two of them actually, and try and change it into a dichotomous variable. So we're going to say if a blood pressure value systolic blood pressure is greater than 140 and the diastolic is greater than 75, and I know that's not high blood pressure, but for this data set we'll say it is, then we're going to go ahead and code it as high, else it will be low. So let's go ahead and insert a new column between C and D. So let's insert a new column here, and we're going to label this high blood pressure. Okay. And we are going to start our if formula by hitting the equal sign and typing the words IF in, and then an open parenthesis here. And the formula says we need to do a logical test and then tell it what we want it to be if it's true and then if it's false, separated by commas for the true and the false part. So what we want to do is we want to take column or C, cell C and B, specifically in this case B2, and say if it's greater than 140, then we'll say that this is high blood pressure, else it will be low blood pressure. And we're going to do this just with the systolic blood pressure to start. Okay, so we're going to take that and then copy it down, and we see that it works, but it doesn't take in the diastolic blood pressure. So we can actually make this a nested if, or a compound formula here. And the way that we do that is, if the high part is true, we're going to enter another if statement here. Okay, so you can put another one in, and we'll say if it's high systolic blood pressure, let's see if the diastolic is high. So we'll say if C2 is greater than 75, then we are going to put in high, else it is still considered low. Okay, and now we'll go ahead and hit enter, and we'll still get the correct answer there. At least we think we will. And let's copy this down, double clicking on the bottom right corner. Let's change it to 74 and see if it goes low. It does. Okay, let's choose another one that's where the diastolic's above 75, and let's make this 150 and see if it goes high. Okay, so that worked out really well. Now that I've got that built, the next step could be for me to go ahead and create a frequency distribution of the highs and lows. I could do that now that I've got them labeled categorically. That works for me. So a very quick demo on how to use the if formula in Excel to take a continuous variable and change it into a dichotomous or binary variable.